Hello and welcome to the Top 10 Business Ideas video series. So I put this video series together because I know in talking with different people that a lot of people do want to start something on their own. They're interested in that entrepreneur lifestyle. They're interested in opening up their own business, but they have no idea where to start. Or perhaps they have a lot of ideas, but they don't know what would be the best for them, what is worth investing a lot of time and money into. So in this 10-part series, I'm going to go over 10 broad business categories and then specific examples to give you some ideas of what that business might look like. In addition to the examples, I'm going to go over a list of pros and then a list of cons. So whenever I'm going through these, think of what would apply to you, what your values are, what your end goal is, what you really want to do when opening up your own business. So I hope that you find this helpful. I hope that it gives you some clarity, and please feel free to reach out. I'll put all my contact info below. And if you like the video, like and subscribe. And I hope that you are able to find your next amazing business idea. All right, enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. This is video 8 in our 10-part business startup video series. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to start an information-based business, what an information-based business is, and also the pros and cons that you need to consider when thinking about starting one. So if you watched the last video, which is video 7 on a service-based business, I recommended that you also watch this because you can use this in addition to providing services or actually in replacement. So if you have not yet watched that video and you're interested in providing a service, then go ahead and check out video 7. All right, so let's dive right in. What is an information-based business? I want you to first ask yourself this question. Do you have extensive knowledge on a topic? Don't second guess yourself. Really be confident. Do you have knowledge about a certain topic? If so, you can capitalize on this by selling information-based products to customers. And we're going to be going over in more detail all the different ways that you can do this. But first, I want you to consider the following. What do you know about this product or this information that you're going to turn into a product? And who's your audience going to be? So who are you going to be selling this information to? What need is this information meeting? So if you know a lot about nutrition and you want to provide information about nutrition, what need are you meeting in your audience? Is it going to be a need of people wanting to lose weight? A need of people wanting to know how to eat better? A need of people wanting to know how to eliminate gluten? Start to think about what need you're going to be meeting with your potential customers. Also consider, why do people want to know about this? What is their end goal? So, asking yourself these questions is going to help you kind of begin to develop what your business might look like and how you're going to essentially market and get your customers. So some examples of ways that you can turn your information into a product or service are, first, to write books. You can easily self-publish books on any topic. It is not the way it used to be. You don't need a publisher. You can self-publish on Amazon, on Kindle. You can self-publish on a platform called Smashwords, on iTunes, Barnes & Noble, Nook, which is like the Kindle version for Barnes & Noble. Also, CreateSpace is a part of Amazon, and if you write a book, they will print it into a paperback and they will sell it. Obviously, they take a part of the profits, but you don't have to worry about printing your books. You can also have ebooks and sell them on your own website. So there's a lot of different ways that you can turn information into books and sell that. Similar to books, you can have a blog. So if you have extensive knowledge about a topic, you can write a daily blog, a weekly blog, however you want to schedule it. And you can use advertising and affiliate marketing to generate income and use these blogs to drive traffic, also to sell books, courses, etc. So you can have the blog as your main source of income, and use affiliate marketing or advertising. And if you are interested in this, I have a video also about affiliate marketing or advertising in this 10-part series. So go ahead and check that out. Or you can use your blog to just drive traffic to get customers interested in you. And then you can go ahead and try and sell them the book that you have for sale, or you can develop a course or other products. So there's many ways to go about that. You can also produce videos for free on YouTube and also on your own website. And you can make money with these videos by funneling these YouTube followers to different products. You can also make money from advertisements, and you can make money from a website that is called Patreon, which is Patreon. And whenever you have fans, like YouTube fans, they can go to this website and donate money to you. So that's awesome. So I highly recommend checking that out if you are interested. So yeah, you can, let's say you provide a lot of free information on YouTube, and then you use this to drive people back to your website, where you then have products or books or more information that they can then purchase. Another way that you can sell information is through courses. So online courses have been huge lately because people want to learn how to do different things. So you can sell courses on your own website. There are WordPress. If you're not familiar with WordPress, that is just a platform that you can use to build or blog or your own website. There's WordPress, plugins, which is basically just something that you add, a piece of software that you add to your WordPress so that you're able to have courses. There's also websites designed just for those people who want to sell courses or information-based products. Kajabi is one. I know people use Gumroad a lot of times to do it as well. Or you can sell on third-party sites. And a big one is Udemy. Udemy, Udemy. And if you have not checked out this website, I really highly recommend you do, because they have so many cool courses on there, and they all range from like $10 to $50. I don't think they sell for over $50. But you can become an instructor on that really easily. So you can, and they take a portion of your profits, but it's a really inexpensive, great way to get started if you are interested in selling courses. Now, I know I talked a lot about online ways to sell information, but you can also hold classes in your community. Maybe you have a weight loss class, a fitness class in your community. There's a lot of things that you can do face-to-face with people, or you can do that in addition to online information-based courses, or you could do that to help promote your books or your blogs. There's so many ways that you can provide this information. Another way is that you can have templates. So if you can create a template that saves your customers time and stress, they're going to pay for it. Maybe like a business plan template. You see tons of those available. Financial planning template. It doesn't have to be in regards to business. It can be any sort of template that somebody can easily plug in the information and they don't have to do a lot of thinking. People are going to pay for that. And sort of similar to that are resource guides. So you can sell resource guides on your own website. You can also make them into a book and self-publish it. Anything that you know a lot of information about, and people are going to want to quickly be able to access that information in a resource guide, you can develop one of those and you can sell it. So as you can see, there are so many ways that you can make money and you can make a business out of this information that you know. All right, let's move right into the main pros of starting your own information-based business. The first pro is that you can turn your passion and knowledge into income. There are plenty of ways to share your knowledge with the world, like I mentioned before. So think of things that have helped you in your own life and share that with others. Do not think that you had to have a specialized degree or years of experience to start an information-based business. Plenty of entrepreneurs have simply shared their journey with the world and made a living teaching others to replicate what they did. For example, two moms were able to make a full-time, very nice living off of green smoothie challenges. And they did this by sharing recipes and techniques that worked for them. People love to know what works for other people. So they would listen to somebody who said, you know what, I applied these techniques in my own life and I got this result, versus somebody who's like, oh, I went to Harvard and I studied this, but I have no actual experience in doing it. So don't think that you have to become, you have to have a PhD or be an expert in your field. A second pro is that there's several ways to generate income. And I mentioned a lot of different ways before, but you can do affiliate marketing. Again, I have a video on that. Check it out. It's in this 10-part series. If you're interested in that. You can also make income by directly selling your services and products. So selling your courses or your books, or you can do both. So you can have a blog that generates traffic to your website and you use advertising and affiliate marketing. You get money that way from your blog. And also you sell a course and a book on your website, so you get money that way. So there's so many different avenues that you can get an income stream from just by selling information. The third pro are the low costs. So you're not selling a product. You don't have to worry about inventory most of the time. If you have a computer, then you can begin to share your knowledge for free. Even if you decide to build a website and sell your information-based products on this website, the monthly overhead to have a website it can be very low. And even you don't even need a website if you plan to use other platforms such as Amazon. So if you write books and you publish them on Amazon, you don't need a website. Or if you sell courses on Udemy, like I mentioned earlier, you don't need your own website. So you can do all of this. You can provide all this information, provide these products without spending a dime yourself. It is also a passive way of earning income. Most of the time, it's a passive way of earning income. There are some exceptions. Now, if you are not familiar with the term passive income, I did mention it in a lot of the other videos in this series, as well as the introductory video. I went over it in depth. But essentially what passive income is that you can set up structures that you don't have to be directly exchanging your time for money like you would in an active way of selling something. So an example of, we'll start with active because it'll be easier. An active way of earning income or running your business is if you ran a course in your community, because you had to be there to be teaching that information. If you're not there, you're not earning money. Where a lot of other options are more passive when it comes to information businesses. For example, once you create an information-based product, you can sell copies while you sleep. So you put in a lot of effort at first, but then you don't have to be there physically handing out your courses or your books to customers, and you can be still generating income because they're still buying it. So the initial time spent to make the product can be substantial, and you'll need to spend time also marketing this. But after you build it and after you market it, you're going to start earning income without spending your time, which is definitely a pro. And the fifth and final pro is that you can work from anywhere and you have freedom over your schedule. So you can plan to create and market your products from anywhere during any time. There's a lot of services, computer-based online services that you can schedule things out. So if you wanted to market via social media, you don't actually have to be posting during these specific times. You can schedule your posting. So you can really set up a lot of things that you don't have to actually be there doing it during a certain amount of time. So you can travel and you can do different things and still be running your business. So that is definitely a pro. Now, where there's pros, there's always cons. And let's go over the top 4 cons. There can be high competition depending on your niche. So it seems as though everyone is an expert these days, unfortunately. With this field having the potential of a large passive income, it has attracted a lot of interest. You will need to figure out how to differentiate yourself from others, as well as devise a plan for effective marketing. So unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there who could be selling books on something they have no knowledge about, but they're excellent at marketing. And so they generate a lot of income. And then you come along with really a lot of knowledge to share that could be very helpful, but you don't really know how to market it. And so you're not making the income that you should. So that's definitely something to plan and prepare for. The second potential con is that you need to establish yourself as an authority to gain trust in your customers. You will likely have to provide your products for free or at a low cost until you're able to establish trust. And this doesn't mean if you make this extensive course that you have to sell it for, you have to just give it away. This could be smaller things. So a little free ebook, a blog with information that that draws in customers. Customers begin to trust you. And once you establish that trust, they are willing to pay more for your products. So, for example, if you create a course, you can offer maybe the first video, the first lesson in that course for free, the first part of that course for free. Or maybe you offer, just part of it or even the whole thing for free to just a small set of individuals that will give you testimonials, and it can also help test it. So you want to make sure that it is something that people are going to be willing to pay for, and that is a good way if you can find people that are going to take it and give you really great, honest feedback. That can be very helpful, as well as they'll provide you testimonials and you can use that to market. So be prepared for people also to look into and question your background. So you try to establish yourself as an authority. People want to know who this person is that's telling them this stuff. Don't let this scare you. Just be honest. Be honest with how much training you have, how much experience you have in your field, why you decided to put out this information. If you're honest, you might still have some people that don't trust you and aren't going to buy your products, and that's fine. But most people, the people who actually will be buying your products, are going to appreciate your honesty, and you're going to have a lot of people that can relate to you, because maybe you are just a year in to this field that you're teaching on, and that makes you a lot more relatable to a lot of people than people that have been in the field for 20 years and can't remember what it's like to be a beginner and just learning this information. So definitely keep that in mind. The third con is that you need to put out a lot of free content to build trust with people and, before people are going to buy from you. So this goes along with number 2, with establishing yourself as an authority. To do this, you have to put out free information. So just like many online businesses, you will need to produce free content like blogs, ebooks, videos, so that people begin to trust you and will buy your products. So this can be very time consuming, and it can be a lot of effort at first without making any money. The fourth con is you need to be able to teach in a way that resonates with your customers. So just because you know about something does not mean that you'll be able to effectively teach it to others. Often those who know a lot about a subject have trouble explaining that topic to others at a beginning level. So listen to feedback from customers and alter the way that you explain things if needed. Sometimes it can be hard to hear criticism and you want to think that you're doing everything right, but if you're open to constructive criticism, then you can make adjustments so that your customers are getting a lot more value out of you're explaining the same knowledge, but maybe you're just explaining it a little differently. Also observe how others in your field teach and write about the information. I'm not saying copy them, but see what their style is and develop your own style that's maybe similar to theirs. And then you can I talked about Udemy for making courses. You can also take courses on Udemy and a lot of other places online, or you can read books on how to teach in an effective manner. If you've never taught before, then this might be helpful. And this wraps it up for our information-based business video, which is part of our 10-part business startup video series. That can be hard to say all at once. So just to conclude everything, I'll give you a brief overview of what we covered. This type of business, an information-based business, is just selling information in exchange for money. And there's so many ways that you can do it. The main pros are there's many different ways that you can sell and earn income. It's often passive income. You can work from anywhere and you can make your own schedule. And you can also profit on your own knowledge, things that you know anyway, and your experience, all while helping others at the same time. Some potential cons are there can be lots of competition depending on the niche that you go into. And you need to spend a lot of time and effort gaining trust and establishing your authority in that particular field. And you also need to gain knowledge both in how to teach and also in marketing so that you can let people know that you're out there. So that is it. I hope that you learned a lot of different ways that you can profit off of your knowledge. The next video, which is video 9, is going to be a business based on better ways to do things. So if you liked this information-based business video and you want to learn a little more, then I suggest that you watch the Better Way to Do Things video, because they kind of go hand in hand depending on what your business structure is going to look like. All right, so I hope that you're able to check it out. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching, and if you would like more information, please go to www.mymbse, that's mymbse.com. And if you would like to receive your free copy of the top 10 mistakes of new entrepreneurs and how to prevent them, click below for details on how to get that.